Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for July the 16th, 2020, nighttime edition. I'm Mom. I'm going to bet I'm the only one who can say that on this channel at the moment, because I think I'm the only one who's actually on. Yes, I am the only one who's actually on tonight. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Wow. Wow, I take a couple of days off and it all goes quiet. Actually, that's not true. There's somebody else out there. Hi, other person who's out there in television land, or whatever you want to call this, streamland? Yes, streamland sounds good. So I thought tonight, since it seemed like it was kind of quiet, I might take the opportunity to bring up my other tunes on my other account, all of whom are pathetic and underachieving nothings. And normally Ed and I play with our Klingons on this side, which we are doing. We just finished up Wasteland, and today we just did regular missions. But I believe starting on Monday, we're going to either go into Oh, I take that back. On Monday, we're going to start doing the 2 new missions, the featured episodes, probably one each day, Monday and Tuesday. So we're going to be having some fun with that, going back to enjoying the entire Klingon arc that's going on right now with the new year. So that should be fun. Good way to start your morning off with a little pew pew. And hopefully by Monday I'll have some furniture. One way or the other, I will have some furniture on Monday, because this is horrible. It's been a long time since I was young enough to sit on the floor for 2 hours hunched over my little computer. And actually make it closer to 4 hours, because I've already spent 2 hours working on the Star Trek convention stuff, getting ready for everybody so that we can all play Name That Episode / Name That Mission. But I got a lot of work to do yet, folks. Thought I heard somebody breathing back there, but apparently it's still just me. So in addition to doing some of the endeavors today, Voth, Nukara, and what's the other one? Terran ships. Oh, okay. Give you a heads up on this one. This is the Gladius. This is my best ship on this whole account in terms of equipment and everything else. And as you can tell, it's not that hot of a ship. It's not a bad ship. Nothing against it. I mean, this is all the cool stuff that came with the ship, all this Mark 15 gear. A lot of it's in here. And I've picked up a ton of equipment too. But it's still not fabulous stuff. And I was just down on New Romulus and I effed up by not dumping some of the junk. Mom's bad. Okay, let's get rid of a little bit of this. And then we're going to run over and do some, let's do Gamma. Oops. There, Gamma. And we'll sort that out. We'll take that all, get rid of those two.
I guess we are streaming tonight.
We are streaming tonight, yeah. I didn't know if anybody was going to be on. It's so quiet tonight. And I thought it was also very early for you.
I did ping you on Skype, and it's 5 p.m. now, so.
Okay, my Skype didn't go off. That's weird. I haven't got anything from you for Skype since last night when you were talking about the Agony Field generator. Maybe you didn't hit send?
No.
Okay.
I hit send. Send again, so.
Maybe it'll get here eventually.
I asked if we're doing another stream or more planning for tonight, so. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Well, we could just hang up and nobody would know, because right now it's just you and me here, and nobody's watching except me. So, just to get you up to speed, I spent the last 2 hours working on Name That Episode, and I've been working on TOS only so far. And it's in Google Docs, and you've been copied on it, so if you check Google Docs, you should see it. The thing with all the quotations, like on IMDb and everything else, it's not the quotations we know, it's the noteworthy comments. Yeah, and I mean, if I said, take D'Artagnan here to sickbay, what episode would it be?
It doesn't go off the top of my head right there.
Oh, okay, that's one of my favorite quotes. I'll leave it alone, then somebody else can figure it out. It'll be there for the contest. But I've got 5 pages of notes, and I haven't finished TOS yet. And I do this at work during the time I'm not getting trained. Nothing against my job, it's just, for the moment, very dull. Very, very, very dull. Oh my god, my job's so dull at the moment. But that's because they're so damn busy they don't have time to train me to do anything.
Yeah. I got bored yesterday.
Did you?
Picture coming your way.
Okay, Skype or Discord?
Skype.
You know what? Nothing's coming through on Skype. Let me reload Skype.
And it shows you offline.
Let's reload it. Start a conversation. I don't want to start a conversation.
If I have to, I'll throw it on your Discord.
That's okay. Give me a sec. Here, I'll send you something. Okay, now does it say I'm back?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. It just doesn't believe me.
Still shows you offline, but yeah.
That's weird. Well, I'm here. I'm here, Skype. Please let me talk to people.
Sent the link again, but I'll send it to your Discord.
Okay. Yeah, Skype's been giving me a lot of grief lately. Wow! Wow! That is fantastic.
Middle-earth dwarves make incredible Klingons, don't they?
They really do. That is awesome. That looks great. Well, since we're talking about awesome stuff, this is something that's already out there. Let's see.
But yeah, I got bored last night, did a little bit of points, decided to turn. Decided to make a Klingon, basically.
Aha. Okay. I'll send this to you. Check out that page. For everybody out there in Twitchland, if you get a chance, check out this page.
Nice.
These
Nice
people are going to
class.
be one of our commercials peoples
Nice.
at the convention. And if you click on the blue image, you'll see some... Oh, is that the one I wanted to click on? No, that's not the one I wanted to click on. Not the blue image. There's a new one. If you scroll down to the one that looks like a metal mug, and right next to it is the Klingon beer glass and the Klingon blood wine. Blood wine glass. Don't those look great?
Yep.
Folks,
Kind of like the metal mug thing there.
It's not metal.
It's glass. Yeah.
It's frosted glass. Yeah, he said if you put in a different color drink, it will appear more of that color. But if you put in something like Coke or red wine, it'll come out with more of that metallic image, which I thought was really interesting. So yes, and he said he'd put on a discount coupons for everybody who bought during the convention.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
We'd have to have a code for that or something.
He will have a code for it, yes.
All right.
So yeah, it's going to be like StoCon for a 10% discount. I'm thinking, yeah, I need some glasses.
StovoCon.
Yes, well, StovoCon was too big, but StoCon worked. And that's nice because I currently have a coffee cup, another coffee cup, and I have an empty jam jar that I'm using for my 3 things for drinking. Mostly I'm drinking from cans.
I kind of like the ones that have the alien race ones, but...
Oh, yes, yes. They are indeed quite nice.
Or the combat ones.
There's quite a few nice ones, yeah.
Combat ones, though, are really expensive, it looks like.
Yeah. And I'm trying to save money right now, so that's really tough. Always hard when you're trying to save money. So I had thought today, since this poor Toon, even though she's got some decent gear, really doesn't have any decent gear, I thought I might do some basic missions.
Okay. Let me turn on Twitch.
Okay. Hi, Tribbles Gaming. How are you today?
Hi, Dribbles. Cuckoo. Poop.
Good.
purr, and all that fun stuff.
Hold on. Oh, where's my tribble? I brought my tribble with. I brought my tribble. I brought my little
Mine's
glass
sitting. Mine's
dog
sitting
and
on
my
my.
plastic horse.
Mine's sitting in the shelf stuff behind me. I did rearrange the shelves a little bit.
Ooh. Well, once I get furniture, then I will also probably the following weekend bring down my big screen so I can put it behind me and set it up and have
Oh,
a proper studio here.
there's a part of me that wants to take that big monitor we got,
Yeah.
put it on the desk, but then I would have to run freaking the receiver wire back to here, and I'd have to do a little bit more work then.
Oh, poor boy.
Well, crawling under a house is a pain in
Oh,
the
yeah.
butt.
Okay, fine. That's a good one. I can understand that.
That's a good point, isn't it?
That is an excellent point.
All right.
Getting rid of some of the extra gear I've picked up.
This Fed aligned or KDF aligned?
I'm Fed aligned on this tune.
Okay.
Just getting rid of some of the junk here. Do I want to save phaser dual cannons? No, I can't use them on the ship.
You're using the Talus, aren't you?
Yes.
I found something on the Talus, by the way.
What'd you find on the Talus?
It worked better for me. It seems to perform it's one of those ships, you know how some ships seem to like beams better than cannons?
Yes.
It seems to like beams better.
Yeah, I think so too. I just have to plan in advance, which sometimes you can't do.
I know.
All right, now I've made some room there. Ah, Lord Croissant, how are you? How big is the monitor, DT? I can't remember.
I believe it's 32 inches.
No, it had to be bigger than that. I mean, I'm looking at 32
Right,
here.
40. Hang on. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment. I will go. The box is in the next room. I'll just go look at the box.
There you go. That makes more sense.
I'll be back in a second.
Mm-hmm. Oops, I don't want to
Actually, I think it was 40 something, but I'll
Yeah.
double check. I think it was 40, but I will tell you in a second.
It was on sale. We had fun. Oh, are you still there, DT? No, he's not still there. I am, aside from being very, very sore, incredibly sore, for sitting on the stupid floor, because I realized I didn't have room in the car for all the furniture. So furniture comes down. 43. Woohoo! Whoever said size doesn't matter hasn't talked about monitors.
But yeah, 43-inch monitor. Put that on like the desk behind me. Have to move some of those shelves.
So, Lord Croissant, I am slowly moving to Indianapolis. Slowly in the sense of every week I go back home where my hubs and my doggies live, and then moving down here. And once the StoverCon, yes, I can say that right. The convention is over with the August convention. I will be down here in earnest rather than driving back and forth quite so much and start doing some house hunting. Oh yeah, they make huge monitors. Yeah, Indiana. Yeah, 43-inch monitor. I
It isn't
know.
even that big. I saw 65 today.
Yeah, they're 65-inch monitors.
I could not use a 65 anywhere at home safely, nor could we use it in the booth.
Yeah. Would have been nice. Didn't they have a 65 in the place next to us?
No, they had one about the same size.
That was a huge monitor.
Theirs was really about the same size as ours. It's just theirs was in the back on the stand, so it looked bigger.
It's not a TV, though they work like TVs. The nice thing...
It is a HD TV, but...
Oh, is it? Okay, I have a straight-out monitor that's that big. But not here, that's the one at home.
Yeah, well, that's a UHD TV. Literally, my graphics card could run this in UHD.
Yeah, no, I bought a huge monitor for my computer, and then this was for the old computer, and then found out that the video card couldn't handle it, so I turned it into my TV. which fortunately wasn't that big of a challenge, and took the monitor that had been the TV in that room and put it in my office once again, so we're good. And then
I
my
was look.
my husband bought me a Roku car or a Roku thingy, so I've got that too. So
Yeah,
I've got more TV.
yeah, the TV is a Roku TV too. But I saw today.
Mm-hmm.
It it was basically one of those big, long 1080p monitors.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's like freaking 50 inches across.
Yeah.
And it's like $300. It's like I want to, but I can't do that.
Man, I wish we could do that, especially if we could get one of the curved ones. That would be awesome.
Oh, if I can, yeah.
But
Let's price out one because there is another. They are. There might be a possibility. You never know.
you never know. That's true. Well,
I already
anyway,
we bought a lot of stuff going back and forth, and we had.
and I paid off the last of it yesterday.
Uh,
That was nice. It's done. All the stuff from last year's convention is now paid off. And if we'd had the convention on the regular schedule, it would have been 3 weeks until the next convention. So it took me 49 weeks to pay off my share of everything. That was bad. Bad expense last year, but boy, did everything look good or what?
we did well with it.
Yeah, I think we had a great time with it.
That TV has been awesome.
Mm-hmm. Have we had that TV 1 year or 2 years now?
1 year. I
1
bought
year.
it last
Okay.
year. I bought about. It was the first thing we bought last year for the booth.
Yep. 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 So we're pretty much set up for, except for the new desks, which I will be picking up after the first couple of paychecks here.
Yeah. You want me to go evaluate one of the assemble and disassemble one or something like that, or
For what, the desks?
yeah.
No, I'm going to order one for my apartment. The desks are
Better
really
plan.
cool. They have LEDs in them, so woo!
Yeah, you know me. There'd be like that would end up in. If one of those ended up back here, it'd be like, I need lights back here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, between that and my glow-in-the-dark computer.
Mine glows in the dark.
I know, so does mine.
I actually put in. How do I do this?
I don't know.
I am going to see if I can turn on my camera and point it at my tower right
Oh,
now.
okay. But yeah, but we're on my stream.
You'll be able to see it, but
I'll be able to see it, but for the rest of you, ha 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 ha.
Mom can describe it to you basically. Let me see if I can do this
What am I doing?
here.
I don't want to do that.
Discord. Turn on camera. Let me move a couple of these things. I'm still kind of working on this on and off, but so what? But
Let me know when you've got it there.
I got it there. So let me turn
Okay.
off the light here while I do this. You can get
Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's
yeah, let me
blue,
turn-
and it's got going around and around with blue lights. It'll look very nice if you take it to the convention.
Yeah, I did the lighting. That's the new processor fan.
Ooh,
Yeah,
red and
pulses in
blue.
different colors.
Yeah,
Actually,
mine does that too.
my pulse is in multiple colors.
Yeah,
It's
so is
got
mine.
lights on the inside of the board. I gotta eventually get lighted memory for this, but
Eh,
and I can change the color pulsing on the around the window.
nice. That's something I'll have to think about at some time, but I have smoked glass on the side of mine, so the only place you can really see the lights are through the huge fan panels in the front and the sides.
Yeah, literally, it's that whole thing there, and I just kind of put the thing around the window, which has been a pain in the butt.
I would imagine.
Got a little wire to clean up here because I was redoing some stuff. But yeah, that's what I got. It's camera.
Hang on. I switched off for a second.
Oh, I turned off the
Oh,
camera,
okay,
so
good. All right. So did I. So I had thought for today, there's some options here for equipment. Probably should get equipment for my other tunes rather than for this tune, who at least has something decent.
Oh.
But then we go deal with Battlemom and Speed Demon, both of whom are level 65 with garbage equipment. Hi,
I
Jack
know
Wonder.
the feeling. I know the feeling. I've been.
Well, go grab your garbage tunes who need some gear and let's go do some missions.
I am using my Romulan because my Romulan doesn't really have good rep gear yet, and I'm kind of working on the reps as we go here.
Of course, I have 85 notepads around here and they're all underneath the computer at the moment. Realized I could stick books underneath here and it would help my back a little bit. Oh, put you right. There, that's better. It's not fabulous, but it's better.
My opinion, though, is on my Romulan, I'm going to put the two-piece disco set a few other points. Maybe I'll go to some Romulan plasma if there's any beams in there. I don't know.
Oh my god, I just saw all our notes from last year for equipment. Okay. Alright, so missions you can run for good, free equipment.
It's going to depend on what you want. That's
Well,
always a big...
Let me think here. Scylla and Charybdis, if I remember correctly. Is it Scylla and Charybdis?
That is the Bajoran set.
Yeah, the Bajoran set if you don't have good ship equipment. So let's see what I'm looking at the
If you're running phasers, it's a good set.
Well, at the moment I'm running disruptors, but they're garbage, but they're all I have. So I can certainly switch. I've gotten the quantum phase set for this toon already.
Then you probably do want to do Scylla and Charybdis because quantum phase is a good phaser set.
Well, that's where Ed and I were going with it. What else have I gotten? Got a morphogenic Polaron energy torpedo launcher. Say that fast 3 times. And I also have the resonant transphasic torpedo launcher. But I still need to get some decent beams. But more importantly, I do need to get that Bajoran set. So let's do Scylla and Charybdis. For anyone who would like to join us for a little Scylla and Charybdis. I've already done one part of it. So,
I need you in the
yeah. I just want to take a look at something. There we go. And we will be... Oh, lots of Bajoran stuff. So we've got the shield, the array, and the engines.
Well, the warp core, you have to have the Bajoran. And...
Yeah, I know. But I can run a different warp core. I have a temporal phase overcharge warp core present from Ed.
That'll work.
Yes. And I actually have the quantum phase combat impulse engines, so I really need the shields and shields deflector. I've got the deflector, so I need the shields. So we can run it just once and I'll be okay, though I'm running at the moment with quantum phase resilient shields. So I suppose I could... Yeah. I could...
We could do the other 2 pieces of the quantum phase instead if you wanted.
Well, I've got 2 pieces of it. Yeah, let's do the other quantum phase. That's, which one?
That'd be the second one, and that would be... I'll change characters to do this with you easier.
Okay.
That would be Stormbound in the future.
Stormbound, that's right.
I'm going to change to one of my other characters.
Okay.
Would you like me to run a Romulan with you, or a
Sure,
Federation?
Romies are fine.
Alright, I'll bring out Mr. Mayek with his ever so wonderful Mogai.
Ooh, Mogai good. Mogai good.
Or I should say Fleet Morrigu, but well, technically it's Fleet Mogai, but it's still a Morrigu.
I have invited you to the team, sir.
I have to actually... I'm still loading the game for the moment, so... Send that again, please.
I will. It's on Mac, right?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Invitation, and... Let me jump down to Stormbound.
Alright, can you share that real quick,
yes.
And I'll just transwarp there?
There you go. Oops.
Our scouts have found an attack element of the Zenkethi fleet.
Yeah.
The Zenkethi fleet is in your sector, though their current target is uninhabited. There are many more within range that are not. Losing another planet to their coward.
It's Martok. I just love Martok. He's so Martokian.
Martok is awesome.
Yes. Oh, this is where we have to go
get other people helping us.
That'd be cool.
Because
Oops, hold on.
there's two in the team.
Oh, that's because I accidentally invited Jason, who's not here.
Ah.
My bad. Well, I can't kick him.
Should
There you
be.
go. Okay. He didn't know I had invited him. Oops.
Ah.
Now, let me get that protomatter down.
Yeah, my Mo guy is all ready.
Keep firing torpedoes until the planet is cleansed!
Because it is the fleet Mo guy. Ain't no Mo guy like a fleet Mo guy.
Yeah, but it's not very fleet because it's not here yet.
Yes, it is. I'm at the point. I transwarped. I'm beginning storebound. I'm ready to begin storebound. I'm guessing that we're in different instances. Oh, you're in there already.
I'm in there already. Yes.
I didn't know you were in there already.
That's because I'm a difficult person.
There we go. I'm in.
Yeah, Jason was right underneath your name, and I clicked his by accident. Gotta have Tommy Torps on here. Good evening, Marksman. How are you tonight?
Yeah, for example, my old guy loves disruptor cannons.
Hi, Kel. How are you
Why
tonight?
does it love the disruptor cannons? It's good with them.
Well fought, but it is far from over.
Let us warp out. Kel, I am doing fine tonight. How are you doing?
Are we in the same instance?
I don't know.
I don't think we are.
Let's see
A
where you
little
wind
way
up.
wrong.
Nope, you're not.
This
Are you
is
in the cool
Captain
system?
Marquez. We're on our way to
You know
Yeah.
what? Let's beam out and
Warp
start
out,
over.
come back.
Yeah, I don't
Alright.
mind if we have to start over.
Alright, let me just kill off some of these guys and then we'll do this again.
Yeah, I understand, Marksman. I'm just sort of working on these new tunes that I started, even though I haven't finished my old tunes. All right, are we ready to start?
Give me a moment.
Okay.
I had to go kill the Tholians that were shooting at me so I can warp out.
How dare they?
I know, they're rude.
Hey, everybody, don't forget we've got the Star Trek convention August 8th and August 9th right here on the Twitch channel.
Yes, we do.
We do.
There will be prizes. There will be games.
There will be panels.
Interviews.
There will be, yeah, and if anybody would like to jump in and do an interview with me, please let me know. We can do it live or recorded so you don't feel like you're getting blindsided. We won't poke and prod into your personal life. If you want to, you're more than welcome to talk about that. But it's so fun to talk. That's one of the things I love about Star Trek conventions is talking to people. And unlike real life, where the first thing is, hi there, I'm Mom, I'm a bookkeeper. It's, hi there, yeah, I started watching Star Trek when I was 7. And it was a long time ago.
You know, I'm going to check something before we go in here. Change instance. Okay, we are in the same instance. You are somewhere I'm not.
I'm in 5. Zenkethi Sector 5?
Oh, no, I'm at 7. It's change instance.
Hang on, let me see if you want to see if you can change to 5? Or if I'll change to 7?
I'm going to 5.
Okay.
That'll be easier for us, I hope.
It appears the hunt for Ja'ula. Heed that.
The hunt for Ja'ula.
Yep. And now I'm going to the Nicole system.
Okay. Oh, and I'm going to Stormbound. I'm starting.
Oh, I'm nowhere near there yet to start.
Okay, I'll wait till you get here.
Because it put me near the Lucari system.
Well, Marksman, you've got plenty of time to make up for the missed days of the event, right? It's not
Yeah.
over with.
Yeah, I think they're running this long enough that you can do it. If
Yeah.
not, you might get to the point where you can do the buyout. And
Yeah, how many days do you have left, Marksman? Or how many if thingies do you have left? I won't do anything till you
Good to
get
see you
here.
again. Thank you for responding to my message.
hopefully it'll bring us in the same point. If not, we will have to go out and back in again.
I've tracked their ship to this system.
Begin Stormbound. Going into Stormbound.
Okay, this ends on July 30th, Marksman. It is only July 16th, which means you can almost
see you.
do the whole thing. Let's try this now.
think
Yeah, of course now we got a lot more Tholians up there.
Vessel. Thank you.
I see you.
I see you. This doesn't feel like Stormbound. It's
is.
not Storm. Are you sure? No.
Yeah, it's a Stormbound.
Is
This
it?
is where we lose the Nicole system.
Okay. And what were we on before? I was.
We were still on this before. It's just
Oh, okay.
We appreciate your assistance. It is not so
How is yours different? Out of curiosity, Marksman, you're doing this one for the Red Matter suit?
yeah, the Red Angel suit.
Whatever it is. Red Matter, Red Angel.
The lead Tholian ship has the
Okay,
coordinates
for the
inhibitor.
powerful
They're going to
impulse.
use it on the star. We have
Okay, we're both in the same map here. Oh, he's on a different one, but still, if you only miss 2 days, there's usually a
Yeah, there's usually
full
like
extra
a week.
week.
There's usually like a week of padding here. I mean, I'm going to hit it in a couple days, I think. So.
Yeah, I think I have like 4 more days because I missed a couple days too. But it'll still give me a couple
well,
days.
I haven't missed any days. So you're on the same point as I am.
No,
think,
I
so.
missed yesterday. I was
And
too
I'm
tired.
like a day ahead of you.
Yeah, I was too tired, and Ed offered to run them in the mornings so he can bring big guns out, and it's just like, pew pew, done. Pew pew, done. Let's do the other account. Okay. 5 in the morning. I'm still not used to the time change.
Yeah. Technically, when you're going on at that point, I'm actually
Probably still up from the night before, right?
sometimes, yeah.
Well, if you ever want to jump in and join us. We've been starting at, like, it would be 3:30 your time, I think.
Yeah.
of course. Get it back from them in the first place.
Now that I work for big mega company, it's everybody starts at 8 and you have a choice of leaving at 4:30 or 5.
Technically, actually got an interview with the Salvation Army tomorrow.
Ooh!
Not sure if I'm wild about that or not, but it'll be interesting.
Depends on what the job is and what they pay.
No, they're using the
Yeah.
toxic top.
The talks
I
are
don't know.
taught.
I don't know. I've applied for so many, I don't even remember what it is anymore. They're killing a star.
Four shields failing.
I'm just going to hit pass on this stuff. You can
okay.
use it more, and I don't know if you can use any of that or not.
No, I don't need anything, but I can sell it all. But you can sell stuff too,
Yeah.
so we can just share. Okay, so the one we just ran before this, Marksman, was a shorter one, wasn't it? For a console?
Yeah. I think.
God, there have been a few too many events. I am accepting. Was it Pavel we just did? No, that was a couple of them ago.
I can't remember. This stuff just starts running together
Yeah,
so
it
much.
does. So the question then, Marksman, is even though your events are running behind ours, do you know if the winter event will run behind ours as well?
Yeah, generally it does a little bit.
Oh, they're doing Sompek and Kobayashi. That's not bad.
News is that my the Tholian. Don't forget to equip and activate EV suits before you board the Tholian ship.
Yeah, it was the replay of some of the stuff, I think it was, but yeah. Do I have an EV suit?
Yeah, pick them up over here in this box.
I have a couple.
I have Julian and I have Kurland.
I have my engineer, who will.
Kurland and Julian don't need them. I like Sompek because if you get one decent player in it, it's just wham bam, thank you ma'am. And you are done.
I can't make Varel put on her EV suit, so.
No. Because our bridge officers are special.
Oh, she finally did.
The bummer is I have to kill Tholians, but I have to kill them on Nukara. Otherwise I could be getting all these right now.
Just as xenophobe.
Yeah,
But
I would be
yep.
standing back now.
I think it's over here.
I think you're right. You get so turned around when you're mobile.
Yeah.
We have to be getting closer to the Tox Utot. Stay alert.
No, I thought I'd take a nap, Mr. Dano. By the way, 3 days is the longest you can live on a single pizza. After 3 days, it's like, I don't need to eat pizza again, thanks. Good pizza, but
The bridge should be just ahead.
Polaron bombardment is nobody but a goodie.
oh yeah. Hello, Michael Andrews. Or Zanzibar Andrews. I has the Toxutot.
Beam out and let's go with. Let's gotta get back in time.
Let's get to the ship. Get to the chopper.
Get to the shuttle. I do not take requests. Get to the shuttle.
Set a course for the Ryza system.
I like it.
Oh yeah, we
Portal
get
to the 22nd century. Like it's freaking normal navigation on our ship.
you know, left, right, up, down, forwards, backwards, future, past. 4 dimensions.
I'm glad I'm in a ship that's cloaked.
Ryza, early 20s.
Apparently,
Wow, rain on Ryza. I guess they haven't installed the weather control systems yet.
There we go. That feels better. Well, let's go bury the Toxutot. But I don't like this rain. I like the old rain better.
yeah.
It's too fast. It's like pelting it. It should be sexy
To hide
rain.
the device very well. I can't afford to let it fall into the wrong
Yeah,
hands
baby.
again.
That's a
And
little
the
bit very
Vorgons are
wide
very
basin there.
persistent.
Ooh, I've never tried to plant it over here.
Doesn't matter. Wherever you do, it's always going to be the third
You know.
one.
No, that's better, but I still think it will be too easy to find.
Come on, we're burying it in the sand. Yeah, it's going to be easy to find. Duh.
Car's got to find this thing in 400 years.
Yeah, but he's got to dig for it.
Well,
That's it.
Jean-Luc needs to go dig this up in 400 years. We can't bury it too far.
Setting course for 2014.
Well, if they went back to the 22nd century, they went back 300 years, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We need to get back to the Nakul.
My temporal drive has been damaged.
Does that mean he's out of time?
This is Captain Walker of the USS Pasta. We are responding to a temporal distress call. Do you require assistance?
Do I require assistance?
No, not really.
Don't think we require assistance.
Nope. Do you require assistance?
Our son! What did you do? I'm sure that will be a great comfort. You have done quite.
This is
Captain
Captain Benjamin Walker. I think you better
Bitch.
report while we
I
resolve.
saved your
Prepare
freaking
for transport.
Nicole ass.
This is Captain Benjamin Walker. I think you better.
It wasn't our fault.
Yeah, my language is a little bit saucier today, but yeah, I saved it. I saved your
salty.
Nicole asses.
Welcome aboard. This ship is from the...
Getting the time stream.
I'm
Were you able
reporting to the
locate
captain.
the-
Activating the transporter if you will go retrieve the body.
Yep, I'm here to retrieve the body.
I like that he beams in standing up and immediately whoop.
Yep. No life signs present.
Aw.
Caldano is still dead.
Here, let's try it. Chest compressions. Not working. Jump up and down on him. Is that working?
CPR.
We're so bad. That don't work.
Hang on, hang on. I was going to go shoot him.
Oh, shoot him. Try it. Hang on.
No, altering the path.
Hang on. Let me come back there. Okay, shoot him. See if that works.
Wake up!
Let's change weapons.
I tried lightning. That didn't help.
Boy. They stay dead in the future. Well, or in the past.
I'm trying something else here. One
Okay,
more
what you
thing.
trying?
That didn't help. Bombardment doesn't work here.
Let's try little explosives. Nope.
Damn.
What happened with Caldano?
He's dead.
Captain Walker,
Jim.
we tried to blow him up. It didn't work.
We shot him. It didn't work. We electrified him. It didn't work. We jumped on him. Talk about your chest compressions. Sorry.
No, this was meant to happen.
He's
Caldano
smelling-
went
he's
further
kinda
back
smelling
in the
funky
past,
like a mummy
altering the
there.
past
Oh, well. Can't win them all.
I know.
But we hit the Taxutat, destroyed an entire civilization, killed a star, and jumped on a time traveler. Okay, woohoo!
We need to know what they're up to. Caldano is dead, and the Nakul are angry.
We tried to fix him.
But
He's
at
still
least
dead.
the timeline has been
It's
preserved.
worse than that. Alright, so I've got the weapon. I've got the torpedo. I've got the doodly-doo. And I need the quantum phase converter. Oh shoot, I already had it. I had all three pieces.
Phase
Gosh
converter
darn
is
it.
in the other place.
I got them all. I'll take the emitter. Okay.
I
Happiness.
think I will take the impulse engines because I didn't do this 3 times on this character.
Aha. Well,
Not
that was
confusing,
fun.
mind you, but yep, that was.
So what else should we do?
What else do you need?
Well, here, let me show you this toon. So the Bat Out
Jump
of
back
Hell
over here.
needs better phasers. So is there anything that awards better phasers? And she needs some decent... I mean, look at these, excuse the term, folks, crappy consoles that I've got.
Well, what sort of phases are we looking for? Are we looking to kind of match stuff to a degree, or are we kind of just looking for effective, or...
I think we're looking at effective for the moment so that it doesn't take me 20 minutes to do the 2 patrols if Ed's not around.
Okay. Well, let's see. What could be done for effective? I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. Brain's working here. And I gotta change one of my character's armors.
I just thought of an interesting panel.
Let's see here.
What do you think about having...
A
Go
lot of
ahead.
good phases are out of lockboxes, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so,
well.
and we're not going to worry about
We're
that.
not going to
of
worry about
course.
that, but we also definitely do not have any funds to speak of to buy stuff.
Do you do have the you have the quantum phase
Yep, I
emitter
have the quantum
already.
phase set all done.
How much fleet credit do you have?
Pardon? How much fleet credit do I have?
Yeah.
None to speak of. 49,000.
I was thinking that maybe I was thinking maybe some of the fleet weapons might be good to start with.
Fleet weapons are always good, but I don't have a ton. Well, I got a little dilithium and I've got a little fleet credit. However, I don't know what my fleet rank is.
I can find out.
Yeah, so can I. I'm a lieutenant. Let me see what I've done. Yeah, I've only got 26,000. I'd have to contribute some more. And yes, I will hold myself to the same standards as everybody else. But that doesn't mean I can't go look and see what's available. Let's see what WC is looking for in his group. Ooh.
I know there's a couple projects still in the Marine fleet to take care of too.
I can put a little bit in some of these.
I'm going to head over to DS9 and take a look for something here.
Okay.
What?
Come on. Alright, that was interesting. There we go. Strike Group Ancillary probably doesn't need anything, and I've only got like 80 credits anyway. I suppose I could give them some dilithium. What's the... is it 1 for 1 on dilithium?
Yeah.
So I need to go up... Oh, I have to get to 100,000. I'm only at 26,000. I don't think I want to give them...
Check
74,000.
the Marine fleet. There is a bunch of credit. I think there's still some credit projects that have to be filled.
I don't have much in the way of credit, so... I'll give you those. You get my
Or not
80
credit,
fleet
I
marks.
should say mark projects, I should say.
According to this, I have 61,000 fleet credits now.
Yeah.
But it didn't change. Oh, that's because it went to your fleet. That's why.
Yeah, that's why it's. But we see your fleet credit point since you've been contributing to other fleets, so we know you're close.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we've got. Well, what the heck? Let's go do something that earns fleet marks.
We can do that.
We can earn some stuff. We could do a TFO.
Yes, we could.
We could do a TFO.
Do you have your dailies still to do here? Or?
No, I did my dailies with Ed this morning, but we can also do that TFO regardless. It's worth marks.
Yeah. True. But it's only worth 15, whereas we could do a random and you would get like at least 70.
Yeah, random's fine. It's only 15 marks for that? That bites.
Only 30 the first time you run a
Oh,
patrol.
that's not
then
patrols. I
15.
thought. Yeah, but on the TFO though, it's more than.
Oh, the TFO.
Yeah, it's like.
The TFO's. I don't know how much TFO is worth
But
as far as that goes.
I'm
We can
fine
do it.
running something else.
We can do a TFO. We can
Sounds
do the TFO.
good
I'm
to
with
me.
that.
As long as it's
I'm
not.
trying to check something here.
We're
too
still
while we're at
teamed
it.
here, and I invited you, so I'm in charge. What would you like to run?
We can do the Klingon TFO. I haven't done with this.
Okay. Are you ready to go?
Better because it just popped up.
Okay. Well, I could have hit decline.
No,
It's too late.
I mean,
could accept it.
I just made it to the exchange to go check a couple things on prices.
This will only take a few minutes, I fear.
Well, it says time gated in a
I
few
know.
places, so.
Yeah. Which is a shame. And it's got this long minute plus entry, and then a long minute in the middle. Though Ed said they were looking at it,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
That's why I do a couple patrols, because I can get 2 patrols done real quick every day, and
Yeah. Oh, like I said, I take Ed with for the patrols, and it's just like boom, next one, boom, next one, boom, boom, done. And I still get credit for it, which is awesome.
because you're all pew pew, I'm helping.
Yeah, pretty much. So the carpeting here is new and freshly cleaned, but it's so new that it's still kind of scratchy. So I'm having to wear jeans inside the house instead of like shorts while I'm sitting on the floor. Not pleasant in a non-air conditioned apartment. And it's not air conditioned because I refuse to spend money on electricity.
Yeah, I'm using a little window one, and since I can't really change it out, it's kind of just keeps my little bat layer ready. So for fighting, which way you want to go, Alpha?
I can go wherever.
I can go wherever too, so guess we're gonna back you up.
Let's go Alpha then, unless somebody starts over there. I tend to do Gamma.
Well, we can do Gamma if you
No,
want.
no, that's okay. I'm going Alpha. I tend to do Gamma because nobody does Gamma. Poor Gamma.
Watch out! The defense ventilators
It's unloved.
This is a car. Son of a car. Today you'll find death before dishonor. The enemy is cunning.
So what would you say, folks, to having a panel discussion at the Star Trek convention, the Star Trek Online convention, talking about fleets and how they can help you and where they're not necessarily the best thing since sliced bread?
Destroy the infiltrators.
For some people are. What do you think constitutes a good fleet? What do you think constitutes a bad fleet?
And for those who don't play in fleets, how it can help you? And for those of you who do play in fleets and don't have a good fleet, how it can really mess you up?
Yeah, before I made it to this fleet, I was in a really bad fleet.
Well, I was reading your interview questions, and that's what kind of made me think about, discussion about what a good fleet is. Ooh, I don't think anyone's at Gamma.
Oh, you? Yeah,
I'll go hit it. I can patrol this
Yeah.
decently. Looks like everybody's over someplace else. Pew, 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 pew.
It doesn't really matter to a degree, but the moment I come over here, somebody else comes over.
It's fine. Let him come over. Get it done faster and come on back.
Yeah, I think I'll probably try to go disable some prisoner transports when this comes around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we almost missed one. I mean, we were waiting and waiting and waiting on that last one because it was too low and nobody could see it. Including me. Another good reason why, if you are tired and running short on time, doing the
Back
patrols
over
is
at
better
Alpha,
bet.
I can see it slipping at times. Should we be back over at Alpha?
Yeah. Oh, hold on, I might be able to get this. Here, we're
Oh,
climbing
you're
again.
coming back on there, so
It sent me 3 at once, so.
they always do. Seconds. Fortunately, it should cut down a little bit while, like I said, I got a pretty quick ship. I'll go down.
Suckered away from there.
Hey, Zanzibar.
He's been there for a little bit.
First pulse I seen from him as I looked over.
Okay, prison brief.
Talk.
Ooh, it's only 30, or it's under a minute now.
Yeah.
The enemy is on the move.
Probably took care of that in the patch. I didn't even read patch notes for this week, which is
No, neither did I.
We're also
We weren't on yesterday.
enemy vessels
Yeah.
approaching at high wolf.
Oh, when we're on, they usually I see them pop up somewhere after, but yeah.
If you can.
I pulled the patch notes and we can go over them after this.
Hawkeye infiltrators, on route to Gamma. Eliminate them at once. Here comes another. These prisoners are bold. Stupid, but bold.
We are two bold and stupid men.
You are foolish English niggas. I fought in your general direction.
Hawkeye infiltrators closing on Vader Station. Stop them!
Renaissance Fair has always had 2 actors there. Guido and... oh god, I can't remember the other one. And who go around going, we are two bold and stupid men.
Infiltrators closing on Alpha and Beta Station. Destroy them. Picking up 3 more transports on prisoners. Stop. Hawkeye infiltrators closing on all stations. Stop them!
How are you doing with those prisoners?
I repeat.
Pretty good so far.
Transports just broke off. You know what to do.
So he's down here finally helping a little bit, but yeah, we don't want to mess with it.
All ships, main transports are making a break for it. Do not let them get away.
No, I might need a little help though.
I will say this is a little bit better than it was.
Trying to beam people onto these ships quick and late enough.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I think I got them all, but it's just now just getting all the
Yeah, you gotta wait for the counts to come up.
Well, I also gotta get people over to specific ships back home. Don't see any more at the moment, so. Heading back in your direction. General direction, anyway.
Hey, I wonder how Mr. Dave's enjoying his ship build. I haven't talked to him for a couple of days.
I haven't either.
He was on briefly Tuesday night.
There's like 3 or 4 still heading to 17. I see 3 going in, so I got them all.
Okay, good job. Whew.
Must withdraw.
Okay, here we go.
Looks like
We must withdraw, so I got all 20. Haha. Feels like I had to get all 20, but I know it can some help with some of
We
these.
still have a minute discussion on the...
Because there's a lot of.
There we go. That was weird. What have you got for adventures today, by the way? Or have you done them all?
I've done my endeavors. It was.
I haven't done mine, but...
I'll tell you what mine were. Mine were disruptor damage, Zenkethi ships, Voth ships.
I got a lot of ships today, too.
All stations have dilithium haulers in proximity. All stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Pepper.
Yeah, any chance you can hit beta? They're getting weak.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll find my way to there, but yeah, I can get to it.
Beta gamma stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Stay over around Alpha. Keep an eye on it here.
Alpha and gamma stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Actually, Alpha's looking pretty good.
Gamma's not anymore.
Alpha and gamma stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Not at the moment, we don't. Thank you very much. Working on
We're
it.
barely getting out of the asteroid, buddy.
Ugh, we lost Gamma.
Of course he does. I don't know what these guys are doing.
Well, when this becomes advanced and elite, obviously that will be the criteria. Ugh. I died. Uh-oh.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
We're at 94, 6 to go.
Alpha station has dilithium haulers within proximity.
There. There they were. There they are.
Warning. Ship is
All ships,
Okay.
withdraw.
Fleet marks. Take the fleet marks, Mom.
Yep,
141 fleet marks. Okay, that should help a little bit.
that's not bad.
No. Okay, I pulled up the patch notes, everybody. I hope you're all ready for some exciting patch notes.
Link me to the patch notes because I'm curious what they did.
I can read them to you in under a minute. Female captains can now tint Klingon 2409 free sleeves undershirt accessory correctly. Reduced briefing time for Stage 3 of Task Force Operations. Best served cold. That's it. 2 items.
Our scouts have found an attack element of the Zenkethi.
Yeah, I know. That was not exciting.
Cryptic, you're slipping, man. You're slipping.
Yeah. Well, they had a lot going on this week, so we'll cut them some slack. Okay, yeah. Go in. And we're going to put this in SFMC, correct?
There's places to do it. I think I like I said, I filled some marked projects to a degree, and I know there was some open. So
Okay, let me go in there. Holdings. Oh, that's under let's look under Starbase. That one's full. There's some right there. $64,993. That wasn't very impressive. I know. The only real way
I
to
would
do it.
donate you my extra marks if I thought it would help.
Yeah. Give you some more energy credits. Energy credits took me to 70,000. So if I put 30,000 to lithium in something, that should cover it, right?
If you can afford 30,000 dilithium.
I have 173,000.
Ah.
Okay, and I have to do 2,000 more in something. So let me find something else. I helped out your colony.
Actually, 1,300.
1,300?
Yeah. Looked like 1,300 that you needed.
Oh, tiny minute. Yep. Alrighty. Can you promote me, DT?
Yes, I can.
You might want to make a note that it contributed to other fleets. Hang on.
Well, I've witnessed it. I see your mark total.
Okay.
Congratulations, Commander.
Hey, I'm Commander.
I don't see a point where I can put in a note anyway, but... Member comments. Yeah, I can't edit your member comments. Officer comments.
Thank you. All right, so...
I can see where I put this in, so...
Yes, there's an officer's comment section. I don't think anyone will quibble, and I can certainly argue my case that I declined to take an automatic promotion.
I put 100k fleet donations to Armada.
Works for me. Thank you. Now, all right, so that means I want to go where? To the starbase? Where do I want to go?
Yes, you do. You want to go to the starbase.
Okay.
If you're doing phasers, I think the fleet weapons are probably the best way to go, unless I make you a bunch of Mark IIs.
Yeah, but I can't boost Mark IIs on this toon. I'd have to take them to one of my other toons and boost them. I'm trying to actually let this toon pay for everything herself.
Yeah.
It's so weird. This room is so comfortable as an office, as a working space, that it's like, I could just live in this one little room, except for the fact that it's very uncomfortable for lack of furniture.
Yeah. I know what you mean. You've seen sort of the tour of this room. I gotta do more cleaning ups.
It's very zen in here.
But I have the built-in desk, which I would love to be able to do that whole epoxy stone finish.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that'd be so freaking.
Hey, folks, if you've never seen epoxy stone coat,
There's some videos on YouTube. It looks utterly gorgeous, but to do this into something that's built in like this is not easy. Lots and lots and lots of prep work.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't need a ton of tools to do it, but you do have to have some tools.
You need to have some tools. You need to have a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of prep work that goes into it.
Mm-hmm. Though they do have classes on it. Probably not right now.
Actually, you know what would probably be good if I were to really think about this? Build a countertop to go over the countertop.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I mean, they
really could do that outside, yeah.
Well, they have how to do a shower.
Huh?
I wonder if you can do the shower. Yeah, most of these require you to take everything out and redo it.
Paid actor reenacts actual real-life true events. I was just a normal guy.
Want to get out there. There, for folks who've got nothing better to do with your time. I think that's the one. Watch, that'll be something else.
Yeah.
But some of those are just bizarre. I want to do them, but of course, not something you do in an apartment.
No.
All right, so I'm off to. Whoops! No, I'm not off to anything.
Yeah.
Hi, this is my first time here. It's nice to meet you. Oh, ooh, you know what I really wanted to do though, DT?
What?
Do they still have the officers' table up here? There it is, over the glass bridge.
You mean the...
Over in the center here. I was thinking we should have an officers' meeting here one day, soon.
I think we should.
Come on, sit down. Sit down, damn you.
Practically gotta be on top of the chair to sit in those chairs, though.
Yeah, you do. So yes, this is where we should have our meeting to start off the
I would love to
convention.
have I would actually love to have RP meetings.
We used to have our
Yeah.
meetings here for the officers
Yeah.
back in the day.
Should do that again.
We should. I'd never been here, and they're all like, we're up here. And of course, you can't see them up there. All right. No, that's
Yeah.
not that. I'm so used to file commendation reports. I don't think I've got a commendation. Nah, not yet.
No, I don't think you got it. That's where you gotta be past tier
I am. This is a tier
Yeah. tier 4 reps.
yeah,
Or not reps. I mean.
I haven't gotten to 110,000
Yeah.
on this tune or
Right.
anything. Alrighty, I'm down here in Weaponry Land. Ooh, they changed it a little bit. They've got pretty signs.
Yes, they do. Yes.
Talk to Taylor. Fleet Space Officer Supplies. What do I want? Those are weapons. I want weapons. Advanced or elite? Let's see if I can afford elite. I can afford some elite. I only need one. So, excuse me, my ears are itching.
Yep.
Let's see what we got here. Fleet Phaser Beam Array, Mark 12s.
Your ship's pretty maneuverable.
Yeah, it is.
You might want to go for dual beam bank.
You think so?
I think you can keep your nose on target. I mean, it's kind of like having the cannons, or it's kind of the fire arc of your torpedoes.
Yeah, I can definitely have maneuverability on this tune. Okay, let's look at that. So what do I want for my modifiers?
Phasers do better. Crit D damage X2 would be a good modifier.
Crit D damage X2. This one down here?
Yeah.
I think I can afford that. Okay. Ew, I got some fancy toys. Fancy schmancy toys. There we go, replacing my disruptor. The next thing I have to do is to replace some of the consoles, but for the moment...
Have you done the rip point? You can put another Omni on the back if you wanted.
I have an Omni for the back, but the problem is...
Is it a regular made Omni, or is it
it's a chronometric polaron beam. It's from something.
There
it was a
There
gift.
is a mission phaser Omni.
Which one do we have to run for that one? Hi, Mr. Dave. Hey, speaking of mission stuff, Mr. Dave, how is your ship build going?
Beyond the Nexus, by the way.
Oh, we could do that one. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Why don't we do that next?
Okay, we can do that next. I just figure, because we can make you an Omni, that's easy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Just takes about a day, and that's not... And we do that for anybody who needs it, so that's not even going out of your means there.
Now you want to look at your other ship. All right, next week, Mr. Dave, after I get my desk in here, maybe we'll do that on Wednesday.
So I take it, Mr. Dave, your ship is working very well for you now. And we didn't even get to points where we had to...
We haven't done any of the detail stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even do the skills or look at your duty officers yet.
So we got some work to do there. Hey, just out of curiosity, Matt Taylor. There's one person here I'm not quite sure I understand. Fleet Operations Quartermaster. What the heck? Fleet Tactical Skill Boost. Do these do anything? Do people use these?
I don't use them personally. Okay, I'm looking up an omnidirectional phaser beam array for you.
Okay.
Crafted omnidirectional phaser beam array is 2 million EC.
Well, Mr. Dave, rep grind isn't that bad, to be honest. It really isn't. It's a couple of clicks, and yeah, you have to do stuff to get it, but you know what? That's what events are great at, and Rise is coming up, and it's a killer way to make marks without doing anything other than having some fun. So, I'm sorry, what'd you say, DT?
The omnidirectional phaser beam array, if you're going to do this completely on your own, is 2 million EC.
I have it, but boy, I don't want to spend it. Why don't we go do Beyond the Nexus?
Yeah, well, this and the other one can be used on your ship at the same time.
Ooh.
That's why I was saying that. Mission and crafted / lockbox omnis are able to be equipped.
Well, let us go do Nexus first, if that's okay with you. And then the next thing is I've got to get some either relays or save up some more EC and dill and other stuff and go get me some vulnerability locators.
I would say vulnerability locators and one exploiter.
Okay.
Since that quantum phase console can go into any slot universal.
Yeah, it's just I'm kind of wiped out for assets at the moment.
I know.
So that took me down to 8,600 or 86,000 fleet marks, and
You might have enough to do it.
I
might have enough to get at least one.
Hang on a second. Let me talk to the transporter operator. That would be over in the Spire, right?
Yep.
Off to the Spire.
Okay, we can get you kind of marginally built up right now. Let's do it.
Yep. Grind is a mindset rather than a task. At the moment, I'm not grinding because I've got other things on the mind.
It's not really a grind at the moment.
Well, it is for him.
Yeah.
You know, if you perceive it as a grind, it's a grind.
No.
So don't perceive it as a grind.
It's a task. You're not grinding, really. You're building yourself towards a goal of galactic domination for the Romulan Empire.
Isn't the person up here on the counter? No.
No, the person is way in the back.
Way in the back. In the other room?
Where you beam in.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go down the steps. That corner, you're heading towards it now.
Hi, Space Equipment Guy.
Yep.
Let's see what we've got. Critical hit consoles. So we're looking.
You probably want at least one critical hit, one critical damage if you can do it.
Okay, let's see what they're going to go for. They are 8,500 to lithium. I can afford that, and 50,000 fleet credits.
You can afford one.
I can afford one. So
I would probably go with the critical hit at this moment.
Okay. Oh, they're just generalized beams?
You can do generalized beams. They don't do as much bonus as the specifics. Because if you scroll down to phaser, it'll do more bonus damage. 27.9 beam damage compared to...
For this one, it's a 31.9 phaser damage and 1.6 critical chance.
Since you're staying with... I think that one's still 1.6 critical chance, so you're better off using specific energy ones. This is why when I change energy types, I go broke, because I will change the...
Just for snakes, I'm going to look at... The locator is the same damage, but 8% critical severity, providing you get the critical hit. So yeah, I can see where having one of each would be a good idea. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you have limited consoles on either of your ships, so...
Okay, now I'm cleaned out. I've got nothing left for...
We have to earn you some more stuff.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I've only got 36,000 marks there, so no problems. Let us take that one and get rid of it. Yes. Yes! Oh, yes, yes, yes! The grind isn't grind, it's a mindset, but the thing is, if you're doing the grind as such, you're trying to accumulate your funds or whatever, yeah, your gameplay suffers for a little bit, just like if you're dedicatedly working 2 jobs to earn money for a car, that's a while that you're not going to be playing in your car. So yeah, you give up something to get something. True of life in general. All right, Mr. DT, what we're going to do beyond the Nexus?
Yeah, I got it queued up, so when you team, I'll just share it with you.
Okie dokie.
You're going to have to skip up to it because you don't meet the requirements yet.
Okay, so that is in... It's not in Future Proof. New Frontiers?
No, New Frontiers.
No, I've got it here. I can just tail it.
We recently received a
All right.
Okay, I've got it on my own. It's been doing that a little bit lately.
Yeah.
Shall we transwarp?
Yep.
Okay, I can't transwarp from here. When does double XPO and STO start? A couple hours ago.
Yep.
Started right after the patch.
Yeah, it always starts. Any point they announce, it's always right after the patch. Ready to go in?
No, it won't let me transwarp from here either.
Oh, you're gonna have to go back to sector space.
Yes, I'm going back to sector space. Sometimes it lets you transwarp from the ground, which I think is cool. Yeah, I actually should use this weekend to level up my Klingons as well, but that's not going to happen.
I don't think you can do it from fleet holdings.
Yep.
That's a problem.
But it went back to...
I mean, you can do it from DS9. You can do it. You can do it from DS9. You can do it from ESD. You can do it from New Romulus.
I was in the Dyson Sphere. No, I don't want to start that one. Thank you.
Recently established contact
All right, I
with the
see you
sector's
right
most
next to me in
prominent
the Bat Out of Hell
inhabitants,
2.
the First
Yes.
Federation. They are somewhat
Ready to
enigmatic,
begin?
but encouraging.
Yep. 3, 2,
Especially
1,
where
go.
Tranya is
Okay,
concerned.
accept.
Yeah, I'm not taking the game with very much for the weekend, just enough to play my dailies. Oh, I have to remember to pack all that stuff tonight. Yes, it is the Meatloaf Mobile. I like meatloaf.
Office is 80. I feel like taking it down 2 degrees.
It's probably 75 outside at the moment. The sun's pretty much gone down.
Sun's going down. It's 84 outside, so
Mhm.
technically, because it rained today, I can probably go open windows and stuff, but
That's entire.
All right. Approach
I'll let you
disabled.
lead the way since you have some new toys.
Ooh, yes. Oh, this is the one where the
Something's not right here. I worked on the.
Hollow Jordy. I like Hollow Jordy.
Whatever they fired just disrupted most of our systems. We're sending ducks over here.
Is it feeling a little better, or?
hard to tell.
I'll mention that.
Well, really, we changed one weapon, but I think it's better.
Yeah. You actually did a little bit of damage before I came in and blasted him like a Romulan should.
Hang on a sec. Let's see if I've already done that. There we go.
You will notice who my away officer I picked for this is.
Julian?
Rena Kev.
Oh, that's... Oh, my God.
I made a Rena Kev.
Oh, my God.
We go through so much trouble rescuing her.
Yeah, that'll be one of the lines for the story. Rena!
This holodeck's damaged.
I did.
Oh, this one!
Yeah.
All right, let's get to work. Someone's loading up a holodeck program in here, and I...
Activating program Barclay for use Echelon. Safety protocols are disengaged.
Please, help us!
Program's locked. We'll have to survive the battle to leave.
Yeah. Don't worry your pretty little head, Jordy. We'll handle it. We eat Borg for breakfast.
Last wave. Unless they change the program.
Oh, and he's stuck in the rock. Poor little Borgy Borg.
Oh, I hit him with lightning.
Still stuck in the rock. I always enjoy those moments.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a nice alien look.
Is there anything I can do? Anything at all?
Oh, God. Barkley. Barkley, Barkley, what are I going to do with you?
Okay.
Mr. Dave Zanzibar says she's in the new Klingon episode. Is she now?
Someone's jamming.
Interesting. Let's blow up my map a little bit.
No, the door's here.
You're
Going
no
to.
fun.
I know.
Thank you for coming. We responded to a distress an
Picking
alien.
up transporter signals, multiple contacts. We've got incoming.
Enemy contacts inbound.
Looks like we bought ourselves a little time. We should discuss our next move soon. You might talk with some of the survivors here for more information as well. Your call.
Ensign Seitel, difficult.
I have a...
Take these
Off to engineering now. Mr. Dave, don't play too many MMOs. Just play Star Trek. Just all you need. Star Trek is mother. Star Trek is father. I will say every now and then I'll talk to somebody and they'll be saying, I've never heard of Star Trek Online. What? One of us lives in a very small world, and I fear sometimes it's me.
Watch it! They're beaming in reinforcements. Heads up! More hostiles incoming!
There it is.
Done.
Nice work. Radiation levels.
It's still running for me, so I gotta finish it.
And I've managed
There it
to
goes.
climb the warp core. Give me a... That did it.
Did we get everything?
This was funny when it was broken. It was curling his face.
Was it really?
Yep.
Starfleet disagrees with you on that.
We are here to assist you.
I stasis bubbled him. Hello, Kajbur. Welcome to Flately Bubble Land.
Well, that was easy.
It's always easy when you have a Flately bubble.
Oop, uh-oh, did you notice that?
It's back
What?
on the forestall.
Outside the
Challenger.
screen here? It's the rift! Oh my god!
It's the Nexus, yep.
No, it's the rift.
I'm reading the alien.
Jaula is here even now.
No, her rifts are blue. She's haunting us.
Yeah, Bionicarm, I understand. All my friends are either like DT, who's over on the West Coast, or Ed, who's in Germany. So I have to play at weird hours.
The Challenger stands ready to assist you.
Yep, okay, it's definitely got a little bit more oomph to it.
It seems if that is to be my fate, I yield.
Nicely done. I was able to get a call into Starfleet. Saved a lot of lives here today.
And there you go. Beyond the Nexus has now been completed.
Beyond.
Do, 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 do. You know, it might be worth running it again later on to get
Our
the
scouts have found an attack element of the Zenkethi fleet.
torpedo or the reinforced armaments for the set.
That's the wrong one.
Interesting report.
Okay.
This alien was trapped for
Alright,
eons
so I'm
in the
going to pick up
Nexus.
the Trilithium Enhanced Omnidirectional
As I
Phaser Beam Array,
understand it,
correct?
The Nexus is a paradise.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm just going to pick up the rifle.
Alright, so here's what I've got. I've got my Fleet Beam Array. I've got my Quantum Set. I've got a Omni Chronometric Polaron, so I'll replace the Polaron with the phasers. Sound good?
Yeah.
Still got squat for decent consoles, but that's okay. Shall we try one last, either a TFO or another mission, just to check it out?
Yeah, sure. Or Oregon Patrol might give you a good idea too.
Marksman, I would happily give you one of my Wrath of Khan uniforms, because every time I make... Hold on a second. You get a free... No, that doesn't work. You can't transfer
Yeah,
that
Wrath
to
of
himself.
Khan uniform when you go into... When you log in, it's unlocked when you log in on PC with ARC.
Yeah. But he's not on PC.
Right.
Hey, Marksman, you ought
It
to...
hasn't come out. Hasn't come out for the Xbox yet.
Yeah, hang on a little bit, Marksman, before you spend the money on it, because it is a freebie when you go through ARC. So maybe they'll do that for Xbox and PS4 in the not too distant future. Ooh. That's rough. So do you work a full 24-hour... Oh, so you work overnight, 7 days on, 7 days off. Wow, that's still tough.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I used to work the night shift, which I actually loved. Because I would be done for the day at like 8 in the morning, go have a real life, get a nap. This is when I was reasonably newly married. Okay, so what should we do, DT? How should we end our day today?
I think we can do a quick patrol, and that'll give you some good ideas.
Okay, which one do you want to do?
Your choice.
Patrols. Oh, hey,
I tend to do Wanted because it's quick.
I was just gonna say, let's try Wanted. That was my thought.
Okay.
All right, folks. So this is gonna be our last mission for the day because I want to do some more work on the convention stuff, and I also have to get back to Chicago tomorrow. Yeah,
Chicago.
Oh, he wants. Oh, he went through Arc. Your freebie was Khan's outfit. So which Wrath of Khan uniform did you? Oh, you want the Federation Wrath of Khan uniform, not the Khan's outfit. That's a whole different thing. I don't know. You might have to buy it if you really want that badly. There's very little that I want so much that I spend money on it. But there are things. All right, so we're going to launch Wanted Argala. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. Let's give the Bentons a hand.
Ship is under attack.
Yeah, it looks like it's doing some damage.
In range, it's doing decent damage. It's doing enough to make my speakers kick out.
You haven't. Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
I'm taking this very easy.
Definitely it's got a little bit more oomph to it.
Good. Imagine what happens when you get the D console on there. Really educated set.
Yep. Ah, got killed. Warp core breach.
Oh, that one I can't. Yeah.
You will stand down and surrender to the Battin guard. Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids, possibly consistent with bolt holes and temporary hideouts.
Let's see how I did against these carriers.
Congratulations.
I heard about something for you, so.
On its own, it's definitely better, but with a bunch of stuff added to it, definitely better.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong one.
Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to this sector. We recommend that you get underway and head for secure space. There's been a lot of turbulent activity recently, and multiple reports of danger to travelers.
There we go. Still got too much room. Oh well. The Meeper. Hi, the Meeper. How are you?
Meep meep.
Meep meep. Are you our Ed Meeper? No, you are not
Our scouts have found
that
an
Meeper.
attack element of the Zenkethi fleet. We need to know what
Yes,
they're
yes,
up
I'll take care of
That's
it
your
tomorrow. All right, so we're going to log off. I'm going to rephrase it. I'm logging off for the evening. I actually want to do a little bit of, I think, an endeavor here, but it's a boring one. I got to do on my own. There's no reason to drag you guys down. And then I'm going to go to bed because it's not late, but a long day tomorrow. So, DT, nice to talk to you again.
Yes, it has been fun.
Thanks for helping me with my ship and my toon. Definitely
no
better than it was 3 hours ago. Big time.
Good.
So everybody who joined us tonight, thank you very much. I will not be broadcasting I'll be on tomorrow morning with Ed for Mom and Ed in the morning, and then starting back up again on Monday. Sunday's a possibility, but I won't want to put any money on it, because if I get home at a reasonable hour, I'm going to put my desk together. And if I don't put my desk together, I will be on in the evening with DT, I'm sure. But not until Monday night. So everybody, thanks for joining us today. Don't forget the convention's coming up. Everybody's invited not only to watch what's going on, but there will be open stuff in the chat, not verbal chat, but stream chat. Prizes, goodies, lots of panels, lots of games. We want people to get involved.
We got some patches to give away.
We have some patches to give away. Not here, but we'll find them. I'll find some. Maybe other stuff.
I have a dozen.
You do?
I have about a dozen.
Remember. And we have some Lorca and Landry codes that have been generously donated. I believe we have a Lita code or two that was generously donated. So we got some good stuff.
I thought we used up all the Lorca and Landry codes.
Somebody gave us some.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Somebody who was at the convention. Who shall remain nameless, but thank you.
Yeah.
So we got some extra codes. I don't think Cryptic will give us anything directly, but they do give us the patches, so we've got that. Hi, Harold. How are you tonight? All right, everybody. Have a great evening. We will be on tomorrow morning, and I will see you then. And I don't know if DT will be running streams, but if he is, he'll see you between now and then.
I might not. I mean, we got Duff and Wolfcat who run streams, and I'll be somewhere.
Yep, there's a lot of people running stuff, so jump on, pay attention to everybody, support all of them, and we will see you guys later. Say night-night.
Night-night.
Night-night.